The following is a fan-based parody. Fate Apocrypha is owned by Type Moon, A1 Pictures, Aniplex, Kadokawa, MVM Films, Netflix, Kinoko Nasu, and Yuichiro Higashide. Please support the official release. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. My mom said to pick the very best one, and you are it.
Archer, Casualty Report, please.
We have approximately 400 homunculi left alive. Of those, 315 are currently actionable. Whether they stay with us from here on out, well, they'll have to decide for themselves. As for masters, we've lost Darnik, Selenica, and Rocher. For servants, we've lost Spartacus, Avisabron, Vlad, and Frankenstein. We've also gained Sieg, and rulers staying here too.
Temporarily.
Yeah, sure. So, in essence, in addition to losing the Grail and most of our infantry, we've lost half our servants and the leader of the Black Faction.
Darnik's death leaves us with a vacancy then.
I was talking about Vlad, but sure.
So, Caules, what does it feel like to wear the silver medal?
Sorry, are we judging success by how quickly our servants died?
I need a fin right now, okay?
Shirou and the Red Faction now have a large advantage. The Grail is more than halfway towards wish capacity. They have it on the move, and there's no guarantee he won't make that wish the second he's able to.
But assume he does get his wish. He wants to save humanity or whatever, right? Why exactly do we want to stop him?
Do you know how the Grail grants wishes?
Well, gee, I have so much experience with it.
Haha. Look, have you ever told somebody to run an errand for you when you like it done in a really specific way, and they went and did it the easy way instead?
What?
Imagine the exact opposite scenario. The Grail can do just about anything in any way, but if the Wishmaker already subconsciously knows a way to do it...
For example, making the Round Table legendary by way of all the knights killing each other.
Wait, was that a Grail thing?
I don't know, ask Percival, dude.
The Grail will automatically grant the wish exactly how the Maker would do it themselves. For Shirou, his plan is Heaven's Feel.
Right, what's Heaven's Feel?
You want to be a ball of light for the rest of time?
No?
Exactly. If Shirou gets his way, no one ever dies, but no one ever really lives either. And frankly, there might be a ton of mana in that cup, but there's a good shot it's not enough for 6.5 billion people. If the Heaven's Feel works perfectly, everyone on this earth is immortal and still just as flawed as before. If it goes wrong, you're a lamp now. Sieg, you got bored being on a farm for one day. Imagine spending billions of years with literally nothing to do and no way to do it.
So, farming then.
Don't test me.
Want to clarify something real quick? How exactly did D-Cell over there get a contract? He didn't have seals when I killed him.
Sorry, D-Cell?
Sorry, killed?
Don't piss about it, he got better.
I guess we should cover that too. Shirou's seals, at least the ones on his hand, aren't his. They're leftovers from the Third War. Strictly speaking, he wasn't aligned to either faction until he said so, which means only 6 masters were selected aside from Assassin of Blacks and you guys. There was a vacancy on the red team right up until now.
You mean he's the only one here with the black command seals and yet?
Technically, he's a master of red. Yeah, I didn't lose the irony, Gordo.
Why do you say it that way? It's just gods, there's no
Huh. Guess that makes us both red team defects, doesn't it?
So you're formally changing sides then?
Honestly, the whole color structure of this chess game's already a clusterfuck. Let's say we complicate it a little more.
Great. There should be spare rooms all over the castle. Make yourselves at home.
Yeah, no offense, I think we're gonna pass on that.
Oh? Do I detect a lack of trust?
I mean, a little, but the structural integrity of this place is, not great. Thank you much, Magic Lady.
You know, if you give us 2, we'll be your best buddies.
Now we're not having that.
And I offered you friendship.
Wingus, Dingus, you're up.
Am I Dingus, or...?
Yes. Now I have a question. You use a command seal each time you transform, right?
That's the long and short of it, yeah?
Then you had 2 when you agreed to help.
If math serves?
Good to know. I gave you 2. 1 for helping, 1 to replace what you used while helping.
Oh, that is some grade A favoritism!
I think it's perfectly normal for my favorite to be the one who didn't verbally assault me to do this.
Thanks.
Just be careful. I can't spare that many of these, not if Shirou has them too. And for lack of a better word, Sieg, Your command seals are weird.
Should I feel hurt by that?
No, mine are weird too, but yours are weirder. Take it easy on those things. We don't know what happens when you run out, and frankly, yours didn't fade very much. Don't tempt fate too much. You won't live to regret it.
You know what? I'm back! No more drunk German from now on! I intend to Schweizer! But how did I not see this? I was looking directly forward! Ah!
Water delivery.
Cool, right. Oh, come on. Don't you have a hangover to get to?
Her lungs were not fully grown when she was released. She needs a respirator.
Who's what, huh?
Cute one! You know what that looks like, right?
Yeah.
So, just checking, you do know that Astolfo's, like...
What, a sign male at birth?
Color me surprised.
Why, they're cute. I'm an ass, not a bigot.
You called me property like yesterday.
Look, I was drunk, and that was a long time ago.
Except that I haven't slept since then, so no, it was not. I'm operating on Torian and Bonnie Tyler, Gordo. Don't give me a reason.
There is no O at the end of my name. Why do you all insist on adding it?
Probably because it means fat.
I know it means fat, just...
Speaking of names, have you picked one yet?
Actually, I have. Toole.
You could have chosen worse.
Toole, like author John Kennedy Toole. We have a confederacy of dunces in the library.
Oh.
Oh, hey.
Yo.
So, is there just a really weird party going on, or what?
Weirder. Believe it or not, Gordes been making himself useful in treating the wounded. It's crazy, he's acting like an actually decent guy.
Yet he still made you his errand boy, huh?
In his words, if I had to walk up ein more staircase, I will die of exhaustion.
That is the least enthusiastic German accent I've ever heard.
Do I look fond of Germans?
Hey.
Well, let me help out. I'm mostly doing nothing right now anyway. I need some thinking work.
Look at you taking sides.
I'm being nice.
The bags go to the dining room. Archer should be waiting for them.
Got it.
So, this is my working theory. After killing Fafnir, Siegfried drank and bathed in dragon blood. His body turned into a reactor for a dragon heart. It's what made him so ridiculously strong. Your body, though, wasn't conditioned for that heart like his. It's still a dragon heart, and it's still pumping dragon's blood when you transform. Then, when you transform back, whatever's left of that dragon blood pumps into the rest of your body. Which means that you're turning into a goddamn dragon. If you use all of your command seals, I can't guarantee you won't just sprout wings on the spot. Is it bad that I think that sounds kinda cool?
Yes! Jesus, Sieg!
Huh. You know, you don't seem surprised by any of this.
Hang around the Greek pantheon long enough and you'll see just about everything. Okay, then what's your advice?
What's his advice? Do you have a death wish? You have no idea how your body will take that metamorphosis.
She's right, you don't. Ultimately, though, the choice is yours. It might kill you, it might just make you stronger. We can't really know.
So what? You're not even gonna try to talk him out of it?
I told him the risk, that's about as much as I can do.
So if he loses it like Vlad, that's okay with you?
Ruler.
He just helped save all of your collective asses, and none of you care if he—
Ruler! The first time I used this power, it saved my life. The second time, it saved all of us. And trust me, it was a weird fucking experience being a foot taller and suddenly craving every pound of steak this side of the equator, but I made the right choice and I do it again. I won't waste a single seal if I don't have to. I promise. But when push comes to shove, it might be my only choice again. It'll be transform and risk it all, or watch everyone around me die. What would you choose? Was I too harsh?
No, that was fair if you ask me.
Good.
Question. What was it like waking up like that?
Strange. There was a dragon, I was outside, and suddenly in a cave. I pulled a sword out of the ground and it got pointier, I think?
Yeah, that checks out.
It was a weird place, though. The sky was just covered in stars and lights. There was no sun, but everything was bright. It was beautiful, really.
That sounds like the reverse side of the world.
So what, like Australia, or...
What? No, I mean the reverse side of the world.
Alaska?
Okay, listen. Think of the world as a Russian nesting doll.
I am shocked I know what that is.
Shush. Think of the world we live in as the outermost layer of that doll, the one on the surface. Then at the innermost layer, you have the afterlife most of us reach. The throne of heroes is there too. That's how servants hang on as long as they do.
Okay, so the reverse side.
It's like a middle layer in the doll. It's a place that's both underneath and all around us. A spiritual plane that normal people can't tap into. A servant could probably get there if they tried, though. Alone, it'd be hard, but with an anchor in our world...
Siegfried could keep his spirit in between worlds, tethered to mine.
Exactly. He's probably been waiting there ever since he gave you that heart. It just took you a while to bridge the gap.
It would have been super awkward if I just wanted to farm, huh?
Nah, he'll fade out in time. That heart can link you to him, but once your command seals are gone, he most likely will be too. Though, at the moment...
Oh, hello, Siegfried. How are you this fine evening? Oh, me? Lovely. Thank you for asking, Siegfried. How about yourself, you handsome devil, you? Just me, myself, and I.
I don't understand why you won't just tell him. Laeticia, we are not doing this again. Until I understand or fall asleep, yes, we are. Jeanne, you can't hide your emotions from me. So why are you trying so hard? You ever heard Brandy, You're a Fine Girl by Looking Glass? Yeah? Why? Then you know how that story ends. Brandy can't be with a sailor. He has to go back to sea. He couldn't be with me if he wanted to. That's why I don't tell him. So you're Brandy in this metaphor. Excuse you, Sieg is Brandy. Okay. You wanna know what I think? No, I think there's more to that song than you're giving it credit for. Sure, it tells us Brandy loves the sailor, but the sailor has to love her too. Otherwise, why all the gifts? Why all the stories and compliments? I think they could have been together, but Brandy stayed when he left. That's the tragedy. If she just went with him, the song would have been a lot happier. So what, you're suggesting Sieg follows me into the afterlife? That's the other thing. You seem to think you're the sailor in this metaphor. You know what I think? I think you're Brandy.
Let's get to business then.
Did we seriously have to take the time to pour tea for this meeting?
Yes.
Caules, if you would.
Basically, we figured out where Assassin of Black is. They're not exactly lying low.
Jack the Ripper, huh? Intuition tells me that's probably not a copycat.
What intuition?
It's a ruler thing. I'd know for sure if I saw them, but I get better hints from the Grail about identities than your servants do.
Sorry, but you're saying Jack the Ripper is a heroic spirit?
Yeah, the Grail's weird about stuff like this sometimes. I'm assuming whatever changed this into a great war also made it possible to summon anti-heroes.
So we're just gonna ignore Jack the Ripper being a hero, anti or not?
I don't know, okay? I'll know for sure once I see them, but until then, it certainly looks that way.
The current plan is to try cornering them at night downtown. It's been evacuated, so there's a very low risk of exposure. Ruler, are you going to step in?
For the time being, I don't want to be involved. If it continues to escalate, I will have to step in, but I want you all to try solving this first. What about the round table reject? She gonna help?
Yes. Kairi and I coordinated by fax.
Kairi?
Mordred's master.
I know who you meant, that's not what I'm concerned about.
What? I used his first name. And?
Just a bit familiar, don't you think?
My guy, not the time.
I do second that, though.
Everybody, tonight, we're on a servant hunt.
So, were 2 bags enough, or am I gonna have to get you a third?
Fuck off, I eat when I'm mad, okay?
You're mad all the time.
Exactly, I got a lot of catching up to do. What's the plan?
Bare bones, but in motion. Basically, Assassin's been attacking civilians for the mana in their hearts. Started with normal people, but they moved on to just mages now.
Makes sense? So I reiterate, what's the plan?
Well, what few mages are still here don't much compare to a fresh meal out in the open like yours truly.
I think fresh is a stretch, but that tracks. Treat yourself as the bait, hook 'em while they're fixed on you.
Ow! But bullseye. Should be simple enough. They killed their original master, and it looks like whoever took over isn't a mage. Otherwise, why start with the small fry? They could have been attacking mages from the word go.
Cool, I'm in. Let's do some hunting, you son of a
Bitch! You two need to cut the shit and start being straight with us.
You're not one to talk about straight.
I meant that metaphorically, and do not invoke Patroclus here.
Very well then. We've arrived at the second act of my plan. In truth, I only need a few more servants gone. Each wish uses 6 spirits, of which we already have 4. Between Spartacus, Frankenstein, Vlad, and Avisabron, we're already most of the way toward my wish.
What about Siegfried?
I'm not certain he counts, what with that homunculus and all. I guess we'll see when one more goes down.
Okay, neat plan. I got just one problem with it. You had ruler command seals this whole time, why bother fighting? You could have killed us all from the beginning and had your quota.
I'm flattered by your faith, but you saw how ineffective those were when Jeanne used them. They can bolster and limit you, even restore proper command seals, but they're really not all that without a contract.
You mean the contract you have now?
Don't give him ideas!
Did I speak too soon on faith? You fought valiantly for me, Archer. If I have my way, you'll all get to see the world I'd make.
Except Vlad. Fine bit of spear blocking you did there.
In my defense, you can mostly blame Darnik for that.
You've been real quiet, Karna. Care to share your thoughts with the class?
First Grail War, Sir Gareth went into battle in full plate armor only to get boiled alive by local insane bitch snake woman Kiyohime. Second War, Brynhildr threw herself onto her weapon when she realized Sigurd wasn't summoned and all of her potential proxy kill dolls were women. Third War, Finn McCool. You should be familiar with this one because you stunned him with a ruler seal just long enough to skewer him through the chest. False War, Fuyuki, 1994. Diarmuid got impaled at his own spear after his dumb fuck master assigned a Gios scroll that he'd kill off his own servant. And wouldn't you know it was right in the middle of a friendly duel between rivals.
Karna, you really...
Don't tell me to have patience. Patience is what I had when I told Vlad and Siegfried we could pick up our fights later and do it right. You know what I got for that? Cut!
He's really upset about Vlad.
The Lancer class is bullshit!
Well, with the air cleared on that, I feel we should have a heart-to-heart. What do all of you want?
What, like takeout? I thought Castor wasn't doing that anymore.
No, Ryder. Well, actually, Castor, would you?
I hope everyone likes pepperoni!
Are we all okay with that?
Sure, whatever.
Yeah,
Sounds nice, actually.
Still not talking to you!
Quite. But what I actually wanted to ask was, what would you wish for on the Grail?
I could probably do without. I feel like I was a bit of an ass at the end. I want a chance to be better. Live up to the whole honorable hero shtick.
I can't get my wish. Use it, I don't care.
You do understand this is an omnipotent wish granter we're discussing, yes?
No, it's near omnipotent. What I want is part of why that near matters.
Is it now? I'll take a leap of faith and assume you don't want ultimate power or else revenge against someone dead. You could try at least, you never know.
Lady, who I want to hurt, that cup can't give me.
A god?
A plurality of gods.
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to step away from the armor. Armor? I'm gonna have to ask you to step away from the sir.
The armor is just a really cool cosplay.
The armor's just a really cool cosplay.
There's a convention in town. Your favorite anime has a panel there.
Eva has a panel there.
Also, your favorite is Ghost in the Shell now.
The fuck is any of that?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about Ghost in the Shell.
No, I mean worry about that.
Ah! Ghost! In the shell!
No, just... whatever, get out of here.
Okay, I love you. Bye.
God damn it, now I want to watch Ghost in the Shell.
I'm gonna pretend I understood your nerd shit because it looks like we have a problem.
Ghost in the Shell is not nerd shit, it's a good...
No, finish your thought.
The mist is poison! Don't breathe it in!
I feel fine, you nerd. Let me get you out of this.
I'm not a goddamn nerd, I just like movies!
Okay, barring any more poisonous smog, resume your nerd shit.
I keep telling you it's not
I was
nerd
being
shit.
sarcastic, dude!
Wow, you went straight for the kill there. I'm a kid, you know. That's kind of fucked up.
Aw, sorry. How about you come over here and we can hug it out?
You're kind of pointy to hug. So,
Hey! Nobody calls me pointy! So, Jack the Ripper's a little girl, or are you just some copycat trying to throw us off?
I don't know why you all call me that. I don't rip, lady. I cut people.
Get off!
You know, it's rude to try and kill me without telling me your name.
Yep. I'm real rude in case you haven't noticed.
Huh?
So since we're already being rude, how's about we get to the ripping part already?
I told you! I don't rip, bitch. I cut people!
Any luck?
Half and half. I hit Jack, but only in passing.
What the fuck? Friendly fire, D-bag!
Cool your jets, you're fine.
Yeah, whatever, I'm breathing, but that was my fight, asshole!
What's done is done. Let's get back to the castle and
Yeah, save that shit.
Mordred, get over it, do not engage!
Master, with all due respect, he's still shooting at me!
Archer, what the fuck?
She stops running, I stop shooting.
Then fire away, cause I'm not fucking off!
So I know we're locked in Mortal Kombat right now, but shot in the dark? Would you like to grab lunch with me sometime?
Did you just ask me out?
Sorry, too forward?
No, I mean, I'm flattered, just surprised. Well, I know this coffee joint in London. I heard they had some electrical issues not long ago, but hell, is this fight necessary? There's a great pub I could break into like 2 blocks away.
As much as I can use the distraction, that depends. Will the servant stop?
We could both use command seals.
Which will only compel them momentarily. Can you guarantee me that Mordred won't re-engage?
No, he cannot!
Well, damn.
Jupiter, shoots it! Mars, sick 'em.
Now hold still and take it!
No.
Fight fair, you coward!
There's a matter of context, Mordred.
You do not get to use my name!
Then pardon me! It's Roundtable Reject from now on, then. You know, that bar thing is still an open offer.
Tell me that again if we're both alive after this.
Yeah, that figures. Let's try this.
Saturn, Zerstosin! What the fuck? Oh, come on, this is cheap!
Sorry, lady, cheap's my middle name. And I mean that, by the way. Sorry about this. Caules?
What in the collective fuck is wrong with all 4 of you?
They started it!
No! Jack the mother-shitting Ripper is still in town, and you two have the audacity to be team fighting right now?
Archer, has Saber stopped swinging yet?
Not exactly.
Great. Mars?
Fiore, I'm gonna lose it!
Mom, Dad, please stop fighting.
Zip it! We are going home. Reds, do whatever the fuck you want. We're out of here. Fiore, do the thing. Whoa!
No! Oh, you are not retreating right now!
Don't worry, R&R. Think of it as a victory by concession.
That acronym doesn't even work!
Ooh, look at me. I'm Archer. I've got pretty long hair and a big old bushy tail.
All the better for tucking between my legs!
Could you watch the tailbone?
If you want me to watch your ass, try not being one.
Me. I'm the ass in this scenario.
You don't have a servant anymore. That fight wasn't any of your business.
Oh, cool. I'll just let things play out next time. Remind me, are you shotgun proof?
You could have died too.
I'm just taking after you, making my own choices.
I'm going to pretend you didn't say that.
Yeah, that was kind of insensitive.
There are 2 ways you're getting back to the castle. These 2 are Hera and Calypso.
Sup, dude?
Option 1, they drive you home. Option 2, I see if Mars can make a field goal. I assume you'd prefer the car.
That sounds good. Although,
Caules?
I'm just saying, you're gonna have to explain to Ruler how—
How did you fumble this so hard? No, I don't want an answer.
I maintain that I was not at fault.
That means you too, Tentacles.
So, new plan?
Yeah, new plan. This time, I handle it. And I pray you can't fuck it up from afar.
Hey all. I feel like saying this episode took a long time would be both an understatement and stale, but I hope the scale of it makes the delay worth it. Between the original animation, multiple song covers produced just for the episode, and this being the second longest episode to date behind episode 4, I am incredibly proud of how it's turned out, and I'm thrilled to finally share it. As per usual, I want to give a massive thank you to Paladin tier patrons VideoGamer75 and Local Egg, Exorcist tier patron Animation Creation, and the ever-loyal former Paladin, the 8th Sphinx. For my friends, I'd like to thank in particular Infinite Seeker for his incredible support on my emergency fundraiser, Blue Dual G for being a wonderful listener and springboard for ideas, and everyone in this episode's cast and crew. I'm not sure how long episode 8 is going to take, but for the time being, expect the blooper reel sometime soon. With all that said, good night all. Thank you so much for watching.